Story time with iiVoltageWolf. Let's go. So the story for today is it's basically the time I had. This happened very recently, by the way. This is the story where I was at the doctor's office and I had to wait for 2 hours just so that I can get my appointment done and have my medicine refilled. Let's go. We're just gonna cut straight to the chase. Cut straight to the story. That day, my appointment was at 2:15 p.m. So when I arrive, it's like 2:13 and I sign in. I go in all by myself. All of the good chairs were taken, so I had to sit on the floor next to the speaker playing calming guitar. So I sat down on the floor near the speaker, and I was like, I hope it doesn't take too long, because the past few times it took a little bit. When they called me in to get my weight, I went, got my weight down, they send me back out. Then I'm just waiting on the floor, sitting there, and I'm not the only one that doesn't have a seat. There was another woman that was like behind me that was just standing. She does it because back issues. I just had nowhere to sit, so I just sat on the floor. Here's what made the experience a whole lot more annoying to me. Now, I don't want to encourage people to be mean to people like this, but what happened was, near me, there was this kid and his mom. And this kid, well, let's just say he's special, okay? He's special. And he was like throwing a hissy fit all the time. And his mom was always like, stop, calm down, in a soothing tone. And her words weren't even affecting him. He just kept on flailing his arms and you know, running around the waiting room. Like, after sitting there for 2 hours just listening to this kid, I was just about to blow a gasket and be like, hey, shut the fuck up, but I didn't, because here's why. A normal person like me should just take things, you know, pay no mind to it, and, you know, just ignore it like everyone should. But, you know, it was just getting on my nerves. It was just getting on my absolute nerves, just having to listen to all the whining and all. Like, I couldn't help but glance a few times every time the dude flailed. But as soon as this dude finally got called into the office, I was like, oh, thank God, it's almost finished. You know? Just under my breath. But I didn't mean it as in, you know, I hate this dude. I was just annoyed. I wouldn't encourage people to be like, hey, shut the fuck up to someone doing that, because there's a good chance that they're special needs and they can't really calculate or read the room. So, and not only that, but it might also piss off the person who is with them. So it's best to just keep quiet, you know? And I did. I kept quiet. And I forgot to mention, when people decided to leave and reschedule for another day, that's when I decided to steal a chair. So I did. Because I knew they were not gonna return. So I stole a chair, and soon enough, at a little after the 2-hour mark, I finally get called in, and we discuss what's been going on, how the medicine's been treating me, etc., etc., etc. And then we finally get the refills registered into the system, so all it takes is a pharmacy trip, and we're done with the appointment. But I will say, that doctor's office, that experience was so subpar. So subpar. Like this doctor's office was like at the edge of the slums. And that's like, I had no choice. I had no choice, because if I were to reschedule, I would have no choice but to run out of medicine. So I really had no choice in the matter. And I don't have anywhere else to go because, you know, that's the only place left near me that offers that kind of care. If I were to leave a Google review on that place, then I would say, I would give it like a 2-star at most, if not 1.5. Because that experience was awful. Like most of the experiences were not great, but this one was the worst. Moral of the story, sometimes you gotta wait. Sometimes you gotta wait, otherwise you're just gonna get hurt in the end. Whether it's painful or not, you still gotta wait. And I did. So I hope you enjoyed this story time with iiVoltageWolf. If you want to see more videos such as gaming, vlogs, or free videos, hit like and subscribe. Don't want to miss anything, hit that notification bell to get notified of all new videos headed your way. And this has been iiVoltageWolf, and I will see all of you in the next session. Goodbye, Packmates.